All right, hey, it's podcast time. I'm Scott. That's Drew. Let's go. You know what I'm just about done with? I'm just about done with the let's fucking go people.
That's a thing?
The people who like tweet something they're moderately excited about and then finish it with a let's fucking go with like 8 O's on the go.
Hey,
I'm done with that.
Yeah, I think I am too. There's like a YouTube guy that does hockey stuff that does that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah. No one believes you're that excited, and if you are that excited, you're lame. So you're in a no-win situation posting that.
Scott, let's fucking go. That's as much energy as I can muster after being full of delicious Antons.
It's podcast time. Let's fucking go. Yeah, we're full of a lot of noodles. I took Drew out for his birthday lunch to
my 20th birthday.
Drew's 20th birthday. To
no longer a teen.
not a boy, not yet a man.
Yeah, that is correct. I'm just young enough to get signed to NXT without any experience.
That's true, but like
I'm the ripe old age.
Lots of college athletic experience, just zero wrestling.
Yeah, I'm a pole vaulter, so that means I can wrestle. Pole vaulter, is that gay vaulter?
Yeah, that's Vaulter who loves pole.
Yeah, he gives big old chops to Dick.
No, I'm gonna get on a whole thing about the NXT signing policy, and there simply isn't the time. The qualifications are you're young, hot, and don't know what wrestling is.
Yeah, have never heard of wrestling.
Yeah, because look, we can't have guys that have done wrestling elsewhere.
We can't. Yeah,
they learned wrong, and we can't fix them.
We can't get people who have been trained by other people.
Yeah, other talented people.
Other talented people. Where would we be if we allowed such people to wrestle?
Exactly. Now, speaking of wrestling, hey, how's that for you? Look, to send all of your money to us at paypal.me/notscotthenson.
Hey, some of you didn't buy me birthday presents. You still can.
I was going to say, it is still Drew's birthday week/month. So I would get on it sooner rather than later. So yeah, all presents in monetary form to paypal.me/notscotthenson. Presents in physical form, I guess DM us and we'll find some P.O. box for you creeps to send to, because we're not giving our home addresses.
No. We know better than to let you people know where we live.
Yeah, fool me 14 times, and I'm not going to give you my address again. But for those of you who haven't or aren't regularly giving money, someone is, and his name is Eric. So in order for him...
Doesn't he have a name?
Pay-Pig Eric?
Pay-Pig Eric.
Pay-Pig Eric.
I believe it's his correct name.
Yeah, so
that's his government name.
I didn't know we were being so formal. Pay-Pig Eric is giving us money to advertise his podcast. So if you want that to keep happening, you better go and fucking listen to it. It has been rebranded as the Extreme Timeline. That's right, the Extreme Timeline. This ain't your daddy's timeline. This is an extreme timeline. So go ahead and listen to this ad for it right now.
Do you hate modern wrestling? Wish you could go back to the sex and violence of the 90s? You're not alone. Eric and Tom are going back to 1993 to watch ECW from the beginning to its end. So come get extreme. Just search for Extreme Timeline on any podcast app and come get extreme.
And we're back. I'm going to have to make a time note so I know where to put the fucking ad. Thanks for making me edit things, Eric. You know what? I'm doubling your fee.
You fucking pay.
That's right. $4. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I've already forgotten the timestamp. I said one sentence and everything else flew from my mind. Okay, that's out of the way. Now we've advertised other people's things. I guess we can advertise our own things. Hey, we're on Twitter. Did you know that? Drew, are you on Twitter?
For now.
It's time sensitive.
It's very time sensitive.
Okay,
if you don't follow me now,
that's it.
You might never be able to.
Yeah, if you don't follow now, hashtag time's up.
Yeah.
In fact, follow Drew and then perhaps make a hashtag time's up post about Drew.
Do you know what the tweet that has got me the most likes was the hashtag Oscars too black? And what I meant by that is that it got real hood real fast. Not there's too many black people.
Because that would be racist.
Because that's racist.
But you did
not implying that all black people are inherently violent.
So for more content like that, go to @SarianSoftPaws on Twitter
or on Litterboxd.
Or on Letterboxd. Same @ yes?
Yep.
You're consistent with your ats?
I remember I changed it live on air.
You did. That was a banner day in the Smith house.
Because we were like, why would we make people do two different ones? Let's just do one.
Yeah, that's totally fair. So now you're set. Now you're clean across all boards. I am not. I actually @not Scott Henson, which is my Twitter, is not actually
KNOT.
Is not actually the handle I wanted, but the one I had used a couple other places, but was too many characters, was I hate Scott Henson.
Right.
Which I use. Where do I use it? Telegram?
Sure.
And actually, it also, you know what? I think it's my Instagram that I don't use.
I hate Scott is your.
I hate Scott is my Telegram. So hey, if anyone wants my Telegram, there, you just got it.
Oh, man, there's fire.
There's been a lot of Telegram talk on.
Your Instagram is I hate Scott Henson.
Yeah, that's what I wanted everything
245 followers, zero following,
zero posts. That's how we do it, baby. That's how you should do Instagram.
Yeah, I agree.
And whenever you get a DM, you see it 6 weeks later and maybe respond to it. So for that kind of service, I hate Scott Henson on Instagram. You know what? Someone is going to message me on Instagram now.
Absolutely.
And my promise to you is I will probably see it for the first time and get back to it in about 6 weeks.
How long?
Scott promise.
How long am I allowed to wait after reading a DM and not responding to then respond? Like, what's too late?
Ooh, that's fun. I feel like you can really push it.
Well, because a long time ago on Twitter, there was like, I don't know, I saw somebody's post of like, what was the first wrestler you met, and what was the interaction? And I replied with
Barry Horowitz at Synagogue.
Correct.
Yeah.
I replied with the Chris Benoit story.
Great story.
And said, I also have a signed copy of WrestleMania 20 that he signed.
Yeah.
And somebody slid into my Twitter and said, let's see here. Hey, I came across your tweet. By any chance, are you selling the Benoit autograph?
Yeah.
That was from January 31st, 2021. Oh. And
you haven't responded?
And I haven't responded. And I've read it. Like, it's open. But it's from somebody that I don't know, right? So I haven't accepted the message. So I don't know if that sends the reply to them. See.
Interesting. You know what? I'm going to say accept it and answer them.
Okay. Legitimately, mine was Chris Benoit in 2002. He was signing autographs at the Toys R Us near my house. Super intimidating. Also, really didn't seem like he wanted to be there. He also lied to my friend about working against Hayabusa in Japan.
Hey, did you ever work Hayabusa? Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally did. Yeah, I also worked...
I worked them all the time. Yeah, I did 7 tours against Hayabusa.
Did you ever work Ed the Strangler Lewis? Yeah. Yeah, in 97, I think I worked.
Did you ever have an exhibition boxing match against Joe Louis? I did.
At his eponymous arena, no less.
Yeah. Now known as Little Caesars Arena, although it's a different building. But.
Oh, is it? Okay. I'm like, they took away Joe. I thought you weren't allowed to rename any black named structure.
I think that when you're building a new one, you're allowed to just demolish the other one while burning a cross.
Hashtag Joe Louis Arena 2 Black.
Yep, that's the one.
We've got a lot of other more fake sponsors of the podcast today. Drew, would you like to, in tandem, try Gatorade Black Ice for the first time with me?
I would love to. Also, GCW just announced Jack Evans versus Ninja Mac.
Cool.
What the fuck is that? That's not even a wrestling match.
Blitzkrieg 2 versus Blitzkrieg 3.
Correct?
It's going to be great. So there is no indication whatsoever as to what the flavor of this is. It is Black Ice. I have proposed that the flavor is Gatorade Black Guys.
Get that dick.
It is, I have been told it's a scientifically formulated sports drink.
Correct.
So that's encouraging. I think the flavor is going to be tar. And based on what you said earlier, you think the flavor is going to be Tar Baby.
I believe I said watermelon.
That's worse. Are you smelling it? What's it smell like? I'm going to be mad if it's a flavor I don't like. These are big Gatorades.
It's actually kind of hard to tell.
These are 4-gallon Gatorades. This is 16 liters we're dealing with here.
It smells okay. I like it.
Let's see. It sure is a flavor.
But what?
Well, Drew, let me tell you. I think fruit is involved. I think fruit's in the mix.
And sugar?
And sugar.
I legitimately could not tell you what this is. For $1 billion, I could not tell you what flavor this is.
Is it just the same flavor as blue?
It tastes like grape to me.
It's not quite grape. There's more to it than grape. It's just sort of fruit punchy.
Look it up. See if it tells us anything.
You know what, Internet? Now it's your time to shine. For once, maybe something good can come of the Internet. Gatorade...
Instead of something good coming on the Internet.
Lots of good has come on the Internet, but very little good has come from it. Gatorade Black Guys flavor. Let's see. PepsiCo Beverages has announced a North American release of its Gatorade Black Ice Sports Drink. The Gatorade Black Ice flavor was previously only available in South America.
Colombia, America.
Brazil, Paraguay, Uruguay, Chile, Argentina.
You missed one.
Well, I wasn't naming all of them, just a selection.
Could you?
Peru, El Salvador.
Is El Salvador technically
It might
central?
be central. I don't know. What did I mean? Venezuela?
Yeah, you missed that one. You missed
Bolivia.
You missed French Guiana and
Suriname.
Guyana. And Suriname. And one, I believe, did you say Bolivia?
We did Bolivia hours ago, Drew. Get with the program.
All right.
Tell me what the fucking flavor is.
It's not going to.
PepsiCo distributes the taste of Gatorade Black Ice as crisp...
Crisp jizz flavor.
I read the rest of the sentence and got angry.
Oh.
Are you ready to get angry?
I'm ready.
Here's the official statement on the flavor. PepsiCo describes the taste of Gatorade Black Ice, Black Guys, as crisp and refreshing with a bold black color. The end.
Oh, nice. I like crisp and refreshing.
Fuck
Those are my two favorite fruits.
off. What's next? Let's see what Junk Food Jeff on Facebook thinks about it.
Oh, cool guy.
Might be blackberry.
Nah.
More Junk Food Jeff says it's blackberry. Are you gonna tell him no?
Yep, I'm gonna tell it right to his dumb fucking face.
Dumb fucking face.
Also, you missed Trinidad and Tobago and
That's in the Caribbean.
and Panama. Apparently, are both parts of South America.
I guess.
Yeah. Listen, I'm just fucking reading it out loud to you. I guess also dependencies is Aruba, Bouvet Island,
That's not anything.
Curacao. What?
Blue Curacao.
Curacao. The Falklands, South Georgia, and the South Sandwich Islands.
The Falklands belong to England. Thank you very much.
Ascension Island, Bonaire, and yeah. And it's 90% Christian. Thank God we don't have to look out for any Muslims.
Not a lot of Caribbean Muslims.
I bet you the percentage of Caribbean Muslims is like 0.001%.
Yeah, it's a lonely life. The Reddit post about this is not doing much for me, although I do enjoy the top upvoted comment on it. My stupid goth ass has never been more sold on a sports drink in my life. Yeah, everyone's just sort of guessing, and sort of the best anyone has is blackberry. It's not just blackberry though. I could see it. It's like berries involved.
Yeah, it could be blackberry and something else.
Yeah. Yeah, it like if you just called it berry, like I'd believe you.
Yeah. Dark berry.
I'll tell you what.
Darkest, blackest, junglest berry.
Black, midnight, evil berry. I'll tell you what. I had a Dr. Pepper flavor that didn't just taste exactly like Dr. Pepper, much like the Dr. Pepper and cream soda you're drinking right now. That
tastes like cream soda.
Yeah,
and also cola and whatever else.
It just tastes like Dr. Pepper does.
Just say that. Well, it's got a little hint to
something,
it, but
yeah, I had a Dr. Pepper dark berry cross promotion with the new Jurassic World. What are we at? Fallen Kingdom, or was that like
that was the second one?
What's this one?
This one's
Jurassic World: The Lost World.
Yeah,
that seems
you nailed it.
That seems.
I believe it's the Lost World Jurassic Park, but whatever.
What's this one called?
Retribution. Retribution.
That's not true.
Retribution.
It's not called.
It stars
Jurassic
Dr. Alan
World.
Grant as T-Bar.
It's not Jurassic World 3 Retribution.
Can you remember what Mercedes Martinez's name was?
Yes. I gotta work my way through Retribution.
Okay.
You got
your T-Bar.
T-Bar, which of course stands for That Boy Ain't Right.
Yeah.
You got Mace.
Yep.
You got Puff Daddy. You got the Locks. You got Jada Kiss. You got you got Lil' Kim. You got Dragon. Nobody remembers Dragon.
Is that some kind of queen? Some kind of drag queen?
It could have been. Okay, who is it? Okay. T-Bar, Mace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, you got to remember the dumbest one.
Oh, am I? Oh, so who was? So T-Bar is
Dominic
is Mace.
Dio
Madden. So who was Shane Thorne? Slapjack. Okay, we're getting somewhere.
Or Skipjack if he's a tuna.
Holy shit! Stop the fucking presses. I can get a 1 gallon bottle of Gatorade concentrate for $77 right now.
Wow. And then chug it and give yourself full-blown diabetes.
Chug it and go to heaven. Makes up to 6 gallons.
From Uline. I can order stuff from Uline at work.
Brag.
So I'll do it.
So do it. Get us some Gatorade concentrate. Okay. And we're not adding water.
Done. Bet you taste delicious.
We can make sick Gatorade Slurpees.
Yeah. We could fill a hockey rink full of Gatorade ice.
Yes, we could. Now, who were the girls' names in Retribution? I feel like one or both were just a noun that was like Retribution. Like,
one for sure was.
Like one was just named like Vengeance.
No. Retaliation.
It was Retaliation,
yeah,
wasn't it? Oh,
that was Mercedes Martinez.
Fucking God.
And what was Mia Yim? More like Mia Yum. No,
you couldn't say it with a straight face. Because you know what she looks like.
Yeah.
Wow. I want to say Ping Pong, but I feel like that's wrong. Is that
Bing Bong?
New president of the Philippines, Bong Bong
Jr.
Bong Bong Jr.
Her name was Reckoning.
Ugh.
And the Jurassic World movie is called Dominion.
That's the one. Retribution. Let's look at the whole crew.
The whole crew.
Yeah. So the who's like in theory, I can't prove it because I wasn't there when it happened, but in theory, like, adult men with educations are writing this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're not so sure either.
I think adult men with educations are being told to write this.
I guess that's true. By a man who is past adulthood, well into senility, with no education.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who got fucked by his mom's boyfriends when he was a child.
Definitely got fucked by his mom's boyfriends.
Did you also see that they've gone back to doing the stage at the front with audience behind interviews?
I heard that. I heard it looks like 1993 Superstars.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Cool.
Well, I mean, he's literally just regressing.
Yeah. He's going backwards.
He's like... He's Anthony Hopkins at the end of The Father asking for his mommy. That is what Vince McMahon is right now.
Yes, he is.
So the stable of Retribution consisted of, well, obviously led by, let me pronounce this correctly, Mustafa Ali.
Because he's a moose.
Because he's a moose, who didn't get a cool name change. The 5 members at one point who were Shane Thorne, Donovan Dijakovic, Mia Yim, Mercedes Martinez, and Dio Madden, worked as Mace, Slapjack, T-Bar, Reckoning, and Retaliation. Those are their names. Yeah. What's your name? My name's Retaliation. No, for real. What's your name?
Well, luckily for you, both Mace and T-Bar still wrestle there under those names, but not together.
But not together or under the gimmick, I don't think. Like, they don't have crazy masks anymore, do they? Or do they?
I think T-Bar still has it.
But good for him. Respect. Reckoning and Retaliation. Now, luckily, they realized very quickly that they hate women, and both of those lasted for a total of 2 weeks.
The only thing they're doing right.
Even a broken clock is right twice a day, and in this case, the broken clock hates women. So, how did we even fucking get on?
I don't know. Who cares? Anyways, we obviously took last week off because it was my birthday month year, and I needed a break because even though we're pumping these things out,
emphasis on pumping.
Pumpers gonna pump every week that we make one of these for you people, and some, not all, but some of you are kind enough to donate to the cause.
Mm-hmm. The cause for the pause.
It is. I think you don't realize just truly how exhausting it is to constantly be on and always be this fucking funny and this fucking handsome all the goddamn time. 3.5
hours in hair and makeup.
It's awful.
Yep.
And we do it because we love our fans
and hate ourselves.
It was good to have a week off or two.
I was going to say probably closer to 2 weeks off because I feel like we might have recorded 2 the last time we got together 3 weeks ago.
Peek behind the curtain.
Only peek.
That being said, I'm glad we're back.
Yep.
And you people should give us more money.
I agree.
Give me birthday presents.
Give Drew birthday
presents.
Give
Scott
regular presents. Yep. I think that's only fair.
And that's the end of my statement.
That's the end of the show.
Moving on.
I missed you.
Maybe this makes one of us.
You said you missed me earlier. You won't say it.
Did I?
You piece of shit.
I just said it was weird to not see each other every
day.
You
cried.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, I'm 1/4 into this drink. I'm already moving on to the next drink because I'm excited about it.
Because it's also a sponsor of the podcast.
It's also a sponsor of the podcast. I've been sitting. I was gonna just slam it the day I bought it, but I had already had 2 coffees that day, and I was like, you know what? If you do it, like, you'll think it's a good idea at the time.
Yes,
but
you will.
You're not gonna enjoy it as much as you could. So I'm like, you know what? I'll save it for the pod. Yeah. So yeah, last time I was in the States, 2 times ago when I was in the States, it was right at the front of Walmart when we went there.
Oh, yeah.
The big Nitro Pepsi display.
Yeah. And I pointed at it and was like, ew, gross. And then you're like,
I was like,
maybe.
Gotta have it. And I got it, and it was really fucking good.
Yeah.
And then the next time I was in the States, fucking nowhere to be found. Nowhere in Walmart, not at any of the, I'm going to say 7 or 8 gas stations I went to before I gave up. No big deal. And then just randomly at one of the like 3 or 4 stores in town in Vancouver that sells imported stuff, they had one.
Really?
They had a number of regular Nitro Pepsi, but only one of the vanilla, which is my jam.
The good one.
Yeah. So I asked the guy at the front if they had any more. He said no. I said in the back, he said no. I said, will you be getting any more? He said yes. And then he tried to convert me to Islam.
Nice.
Yes. Because he asked he thought I was already
because of the beard,
because of my blonde hair and blue eyes.
Yeah.
But maybe more so the beard.
And because he knew that you were a Bengal tiger, but he thought maybe you lived in Pakistan.
I'm not either of those things.
You're not a Bengal or a tiger?
I'm a Siberian tiger, and I live in Afghanistan, not Pakistan. Although I am hiding in Pakistan for
unnamed
10 years in like a really nice house.
Yeah.
But don't tell anyone.
With full internet access.
With full, yeah. And just...
And an advanced copy of Netflix.
Yeah, and early Netflix. And a subscription to Swank. So that was a fun conversation I had, but...
was he black?
No, he was regular Muslim.
Regular
He was not Caribbean Muslim.
Ah, okay, yes.
The rarest unicorn.
The white whale.
I'll find one.
I'm gonna
get
that
one.
guy.
And when I do, I'm gonna keep him. But yeah, I would honestly have that conversation 100 more times to get even one more vanilla Nitro Pepsi. So I'm going to follow, because there's very specific drinking instructions. This ain't your daddy's Pepsi where you can just pop the top, fuck it, suck it, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
All right? This is serious. Number 1, chill can. Done.
Except it's been sitting on the desk.
Shut up. Number 2, pour hard. Number 3, admire and enjoy. All right? So we're going to crack this bitch on mic. Probably spray it everywhere. Easy, fella.
No, you broke the rules.
Shut up.
You can't drink the foamy head.
It was going crazy. But I am going to pour hard. Now, will this glass hold the whole can? We'll
Probably.
see.
I think it's okay. Oh, God. I'm getting scared.
Drew,
I'm getting scared. I'm getting
we're
scared.
pretty close to the sun here. Nope, it's not going to go.
Well, it's because there's so much goddamn head on it. Look at that thing. It's like a quarter head.
Look at that. Admire and enjoy. An important part of the drinking process.
You're not admiring it. You're looking at me. Are you admiring me? Mm-hmm. Because I'm so handsome on this podcast?
I mean, let me tell you, the 3.5 hours in hair and makeup, worth it.
I agree.
I think
it would have made it if there wasn't so much goddamn foam at the top. Oh,
if y'all could see what I'm doing right now. I am playing with fire like you wouldn't believe.
Ugh, the foamy head.
That was all, yeah. No, it's good. It's carbonated with nitrogen, so it's tiny, tiny bubbles instead of regular bullshit big ass CO2 bubbles. Mm. And it's somehow, because I've had nitro cold brew before, and it's the weirdest thing. There is no milk, dairy, anything in it, but it tastes creamy. Mm-hmm. It's really weird, but I like it a lot.
Science. Mm-hmm. It's a motherfucker.
I like the texture of it. You know what?
I can smell it over here.
I like the mouthfeel.
The way that you poured it, the aroma just wafted to the other side of the room on the bed.
You like what you see? You like what you smell?
I like what I smell. Mm-hmm. I also like what I see. A couple of handsome boys.
Now, let me ask you this. Let's get to the crux of the matter. Would you go back in time and molest baby Hitler?
I don't know. It depends what it would make him do.
Don't know.
I don't like...
It's a gamble.
I molest him, none of the Jews die, but now all of a sudden everybody's gay.
He's the world's most famous painter.
There's two things I want to say. One,
in order.
How about the fact that once again, for the second time, a certain country who may or may not be the bad guys waited until something else worse is happening to then do bad stuff.
Now, specifically, what would we be talking about? Like, say if there was some sort of war going on just east of them?
Yes, that is a major world conflict.
Yeah.
And they decided to kill an Al Jazeera journalist and then shoot the pallbearers carrying the coffin so that they couldn't mourn the death. This country rhymes with Bizreal.
And what was the bad part? when did they do crimes?
Here are these guys that have the most highly trained military in the world, and these guys have sticks.
We're giving you 3-to-1 odds on the stick guys.
Yeah, we'll let you get 3 shots in before we take one.
You can throw up to 3 sticks before we nuke you.
Before our snipers, the most highly trained snipers in the history of mankind, get free shots.
I think it'll be a fun game.
Yeah. I also very quickly wanted to mention, I should have mentioned too before, so you could have maybe had a chance to watch it, but I doubt you would have watched it. A documentary on
Gossip Girl?
Netflix.
I haven't watched it.
You haven't watched any of Gossip Girl?
I watched 0 Gossip Girl.
Well, good. That means are you spoiler free? Do you not know who Gossip Girl is?
I'm hoping it's a gay guy.
Well, not going to tell you.
Yes! He gave me the nod! He gave me an off-mic nod! I fucking got it! I knew it!
So I watched a Netflix documentary that's called Our Father.
Who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
This Father
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us, for thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, for never and ever. Amen.
People are going to think that this is a Christian podcast.
This is a Christian podcast. Did you guys not know?
Christian news.
Now, better question. Why do I know?
I don't know.
The whole Lord's Prayer?
Because you are Jesus Christ.
Superstar? Yeah, the cool one.
And you're also Joseph and his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
They're kind of the same, right?
Kinda.
Yeah.
I think Joseph is allegory, just like that fucking lion. Number one.
Fucking lion.
Number 1.
C.S. Lewis called out.
Number 1. If God was a cat, he's not going to be the retarded one.
Thank you.
That's, like, if anything, Satan would be the retarded one.
How good would... Like, Narnia's good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But how fucking better would it be if it was a tiger?
Goddamn tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Or, I mean, they're in the winter, so make it a fucking winter cat.
You know what?
Any winter cat.
Anyone? Not a specific one?
Well, there's 2 of them, and that's the only ones that matter. The rest of them are jungle cats or retard plain cats.
Lion, the king of the jungle.
Yeah, that definitely lives in the jungle.
Who are the ad wizards who came up with this
ad wizards? Hey guys, you see that big cat that lives in open, hot plains
where there
can't run very fast,
no trees,
and just lays around like a fat schlub all day? Yeah, he's the king of the jungle. The tropical jungle.
Find me someone with a better PR department than lions.
Yeah, that's true. You can't. Maybe Bizreal?
Maybe Bizreal.
What if the 2 are in cahoots?
Lions in
Israel. The new Axis.
Lions, Israel, and Caribbean Muslims.
Caribbean Muslims.
The new Axis.
That's
Watch
the
out.
Axis.
What is going on?
So this documentary.
Caribbean people used to sing Calypso and do voodoo. Now they're doing Islam.
Doing Islam.
What is going on? This is what they want. Anyways.
So, this documentary is about a fertility doctor in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and even a little bit more current than that.
I'm guessing he took some sort of liberties.
He may have.
Go on. I'm intrigued.
Turns out that he was replacing the husband's samples.
Hold on. Was he, as is canonical on the podcast, dipping his ink in company pen?
He absolutely was. So he was replacing the husband's sample with his own.
Love it.
But he was doing it like, so the women would come in for the fertility.
Yeah.
They would be in the syrups. He would go into his office.
Oh.
Rub it out.
A fresh batch.
And put it in her.
Oh, so he wasn't even
freezing his own
pre-planning.
No, it was like that was what he needed in order
like
to
still warm.
Yeah, like he needed to know that there was a lady in the other room, bare ass, legs up. That was the.
Well, that's the way she likes to fuck.
That's the only way that he could get off.
Huh.
And then it turns out that so he got busted by like. A girl and
sounds like there was a lot of busting going on.
A lot of busting. That a bunch of people like went on one of those ancestry websites, and it like turned out that they were all connected to each other.
Yeah,
and they they do the research. They find out that like it's this fertility doctor.
Why do I have 309 brothers?
Yeah, like that. Well, that's kind.
Brothers.
It kind of started out with like there was I think like 8 or 9, and they were all half brothers, but like none of them were adopted, and their parents were like, and they lived in like they all lived in Illinois or Indiana. I think it was Indiana, but like different areas of Indiana.
Garbage state,
like,
by the way.
Yeah, garbage.
Underrated
Terrible.
garbage state.
But they weren't near each other, and so it's not like their parents were like cheating on each other. So, So then they sort of like confront him about it, and he's like, no. I used samples. Like I was using samples from donors that were like medical students of mine, and I only used mine a couple times. So there was a maximum. There's like maximum 8. Maximum over the years.
Tops.
But then it would like fade to black and it would say like, sibling number 12. And then it would cut to this new person. And eventually it's like revealed that he fathered like over 60.
Hell yes.
And that, he like went, like he got charged. They tried to file charges against him and they couldn't, even though like it was, cause like essentially it's rape because he's,
I mean,
yeah, but do you think that an Indiana court convicted a white doctor of rape?
No, I don't.
Absolutely not.
No.
He got...
I think at worst, he would be found guilty of being a rascal.
A rascal? A scoundrel?
Yeah. And maybe a little sneaky.
A little sneaky snake.
A rapist? No.
He ended up getting charged with obstruction of something.
Okay.
Or something. He got fined $500 and that was it.
Oh, so it was basically like the Scopes monkey trial. Like, yeah, we found you guilty of teaching evolution. It's a $10 fine. Go on your way. Like,
yeah.
It's our say like, yeah, like on the books, yeah, whatever, but we're not mad at you.
Yeah, like it's fine. Who cares? So they end up like, they're constantly the one girl, like the first one that found out. Then whenever anybody else would log into one of those ancestry sites and find out that they were connected, she would like say to them like, hey, just so you know, we've all found each other. We know what's up. You should probably talk to your parents about this.
Yeah.
But then it also turns out that this doctor has a bunch of like underlying medical conditions that he like, so he would have never been able to have been a sperm donor in the first place because he had like like some autoimmune diseases.
Okay, I love the idea that he like tried to donate sperm when he was 19 or something, and they said, "Oh no, you have all these conditions and bad chromosomes, and you can't donate sperm." So like, well, riddle me this: what if I became a doctor?
Yeah, who specialized?
What if I went to medical school for 10 years and opened my own sperm donation or fertilization clinic and snuck a couple in? Could you stop me then? I'm like, well, I guess we couldn't stop you then. It would be illegal. But so you're saying?
So what you're telling me?
I like his industriousness.
Yes. So now a bunch of these kids all have like the autoimmune problems and stuff, but because
they all like if every single kid had Down syndrome,
that'd be incredible. So there was one. Well, two things. One, he agreed to sit down and have like a meeting with 8 or 9 of the kids.
He agreed to give every kid the sex talk when they turned 13.
Yeah. But under like certain guy, like, you know, they couldn't be recorded and like whatever.
Yeah.
But he like when he sat down to have this meeting with all of them was taking like extensive notes on each and every single one of them.
Ooh.
Because it was like a fucking experiment to him.
Oh, I like him a lot.
Yeah. And then the best part,
I like him.
The best part was that one of the girls went on, got like the ancestry thing for her Christmas or something.
Yeah.
Goes on, finds out that she's got like 50 siblings. The girl who's like kind of like the main one contacts her and says something, and she kind of ignores it.
Okay.
Then she sees that girl and a bunch of the other people that she was related to on Dr. Phil, and they're telling the story.
Right.
So then she realizes that doctor, who is her father through the sperm clinic, was also her fertility doctor.
Oh.
And he wouldn't know that was his kid.
Yeah.
So, but there's no proof, but she ended up having a kid, and the kid has some issues. So
could it be because the kid's father is also the kid's grandfather?
Very possible.
That's very exciting.
Very exciting.
I like that.
But I just love the American justice system where like clearly this guy does something awful.
Pretty heinous.
And they're like, $500.
$500.
And stay at home for 2 weeks.
What's that prorate out to? About $3 a kid?
Yeah. 100%. But yeah, the reveal of like her being sad and saying like, yeah, so he was my fertility doctor. Like, oh no,
boy.
Your dad just got you pregnant with his own seed.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And now your kid has flippers.
There's like some recreations in it, and one of them is just the back of his head while he's sitting in his office chair and like just
showing
aggressively jerking off,
showing a serious beat off.
I love being an actor hired to do recreations that your only job is to just jerk off.
No, I mean, and they got the good guy for this one too. Like no one in Hollywood does a better from behind jerk off.
This is the guy.
Than this guy.
They got Bob. Bob's the guy for jacking it.
This production clearly had some money behind it.
Yeah.
For them to get him.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of second-rate Bobs out there.
Yeah.
But Bob gets her done.
He sure does.
His secret, he actually jerks off.
He actually jerks off.
He doesn't let anyone stand in front of him.
Yeah.
There's a 180-degree plane.
Yeah.
And no one can cross it.
Yeah. Hey, if that was my job, and I would do it.
Of course.
Yeah, I would aggressively. I would jerk off in that 180-degree plane.
Yeah.
So hard that I wouldn't be able to pee later because my dick hurt.
Yeah, busted too hard, can't pee.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us.
Does it?
I don't know.
So
I don't know. I haven't busted in 4
you
years.
opened your second drink. I'm going to open my second drink because I'm not super set on that Gatorade.
I don't know what to make of the Gatorade.
So
My Pepsi's already gone, by the way. It was fantastic.
I got a Calypso Island Wave Lemonade.
So y'all guys.
Yo guys.
Who's this character? You guys know about? Have you seen this? Have you heard about this? These Calypso lemonades. There's some good flavors. I'm very partial to the pineapple peach limeade, which for quite some time was literally only available at the 7-Eleven by the SeaTac Airport in the Seattle-Tacoma region. It was nowhere in Vancouver. It was nowhere even in Seattle proper. It was just at the airport 7-Eleven. But now it's made its way here with all the other Calypsos, and it's very good.
Did you know that it may cause island vibes?
Oh,
I'm going to be vibing later.
Island vibes.
Oh, maybe I'll be in Jamaica and I can convert to Islam.
You could be
I could
the
be
Caribbean Muslim
the
we've been
Caribbean
searching
Muslim.
for. Amazing. So yeah, I've seen this flavor. It's a fun pale purple pink color, but I'm very wary of the 2 banana slices in the picture on the front. All the other fruits look fun to me, but I do not want banana in my fucking drink. So let me know what the banana situation is in it. Because everything else sounds good. How we smelling?
It smells very tropical.
Okay. Island vibes.
Yeah, man. The banana's there, but it's not super prominent.
Okay.
Do you want to try it?
No. No.
This is your only opportunity because I'm probably never going to buy it again. Oh, what? Are we so afraid of kissing that you can't put this in your mouth?
Yes.
I'm going to give you so much.
Give me a taste. That's good. Okay, yeah. There's lots going on in it. The banana is there a bit, but it's more kind of passion fruit,
Yeah.
mango-y, guava-y, maybe pineapple-y.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good overall.
I like it. It gives you that good tingle on the bottom and sides of your tongue.
You know what? It does. And that's what I'm here for. Yeah, that one's good. The I think there's a cherry limeade that's good.
The cherry limeade.
There's a southern peach lemonade.
Southern peach.
There's a... It looks like Jamaica, but I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Jamaica because it's like I think it's basically hibiscus. Limeade, which is also good. But yeah, good product. There's another brand of limeades that I don't care for. That Cabana, is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't love those. Calypso's the way to go. Official sponsor of the podcast.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Wouldn't have guessed that's what was going on. Or what are these? Like a Budweiser runoff water?
Yep.
Making
King Juice Company.
King Jews Company? What,
King
David?
Jews.
Solomon? Who are we talking about?
Yeah.
Moses?
Was Moses a king?
No. But he was magic.
He was magic.
Yeah.
This is there's a lot of sugar.
There is, yeah. Heads up, guys, on the Calypso tip. A lot of sugar.
It is 100. If I drink this whole thing,
Yeah.
it's 108% of my daily sugar.
Oh, well, luckily you haven't had any other sugar today, so you'll be fine.
Yeah, luckily I've only had half of a Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper, Gatorade.
One sip.
Reese's Cup.
I haven't had the Reese's Cup yet. I had a cookie.
I'm sorry. Are you acting like you're not going to have the Reese's Cup today? Are you going to sit there and look me and God in the eye and say you're not going to eat that today?
Well, not anymore.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Not anymore.
Why? Because you've been shamed?
Yeah, and also if God's a lion, I don't want anything to do with him.
That's true. Get out of here, Aslan.
Aslan, more like Assland.
Got it. That was the original title of Narnia.
The Chronicles of Assland.
Prince Aspian, obviously.
Of course.
What other Narnia subtitles are there that we can
The Lion, the Witch, the Bottom.
Sure. The Lion, the Witch, the Wardrobe. What can you do with the Voyage of the Dawn Treader? The Voyage of Super Shredder. TMNT crossover.
Yeah. Oh no, Trent Beretta got COVID.
Good. It's a good thing it's the first bad thing that's happened to him. He definitely hasn't had 7 like severe injuries over the last 2 years. So
yeah.
He'll this is honestly the best thing that's happened to him in the 2020s. So he'll be okay. I don't know. Do we talk about rollerball? No. Nah.
All right, fine.
Oh, now I'm going to go back on that. I think I know the answer, but did you listen to the short one I put up
I did not.
Monday?
Why would I support my own podcast?
Why would you support your own podcast? One, I did a pretty sick song parody, which I'm not going to repeat, but there was another entry in the people DMing me thinking I'm Steve Harvey collection.
Beautiful.
So I hate to repeat myself from last time, but I would feel remiss if you did not hear about it. Oh, another fun DM I forgot about. Yeah, this is just the Scott Reads His DMs portion of the evening. One guy messaged me asking who the artist was who did the like tiger wearing the Supreme t-shirt that I have, and he's like, what artist did this? I'm like, oh, that's Tackle Blocks. He's not on the internet anymore because he's a pedophile. So sorry. he drew a bunch of child porn and everyone got mad.
Yep.
But you know what? I still like the shirt. That didn't change. So where's my guy here? There he is.
My guy?
There's my guy, Abdul Nassar. So
Abdul
sends me a message. Now, last time I read it in what I assumed was his voice. Would you like me to do that again?
Of course.
Or would you like me to just read
Scott,
it regular?
What a dumb question. And while you read that, I'm going to open the Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Live on air.
I think you made it at least 4 minutes. So I'd say that's admirable restraint. So he messages me, mercy, kind, can I get from you? That was the message.
Yeah.
And then I do my regular move of like, hey, follow me before you message me. And he does.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Messages me again.
Okay.
My mind is out of station. Sorry. Me, Nassar from India, working in Kuwait as an office boy in a company. I see you video asking with kids. Really, I loved. Sir, I am tired with my mind. I need someone to catch me. I think you, Steve Harvey, the American television host. And who am I to break his heart? So I'm like, yes, I am. I'm glad you enjoy. Thank you. And he hearted it. So it was a very sweet little exchange.
You should have
asked him for money.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should have pulled a Becky Lynch, Seth Rollins, and tell him to send you money, and then go him a pussy who would never come get you.
You never fight me. He was just an Indian boy working in Kuwait, and his mind was, what was his mind? It was not good. His mind is out of station. So I don't want to further his problems. But yeah, so that was Scott's DM corner. Yeah, I hate to repeat myself from last time, but I figured Drew hadn't heard it and figured Drew would want to hear it.
Absolutely. I don't really get a lot of good DMs. I just get people sending me shit that I don't care about.
And people's wives' porn.
Yep, that too.
Yeah.
But I did get sent the best picture ever that I wish I could post on Twitter, but I can't. Because I don't want to get myself in trouble.
Did I see it? What was it?
Yeah, it was the one I sent you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's great.
But yeah, there's just like a bunch of random people that'll send me things I don't even read.
Yeah. That's how it goes. Oh, I should probably read the Reddit post too.
Yes, you should.
Okay.
That was good.
So my boy SWBG14, of course.
Sick name, bro.
Yep. Sent me a post from the Red Scare podcast subreddit. Red Scare, of course, already getting some play on the show with the Scary of 61st because it's Dasha, I don't know, Slam Pigovich. What's
Nailed it.
What's her dumb Russian last name? Anyway, it's her podcast. And for some reason, someone felt the need on the subreddit for that podcast. User Safe in Your Skin made a post entitled, "I just sucked a dick for the first time. I'm a straight guy. It sucked. I know now with 100% certainty that I'm 1, fully straight, and 2, porn sick, because I thought the idea of it was hot, but in reality, it was so gross and weird. I couldn't get hard for the guy to reciprocate. I wouldn't have even done this if I hadn't been drinking and doing blow all night. I now feel ashamed with myself, but I also feel somewhat okay about it because I gave it the old college try and determined that I don't like men, as well as it being a potentially interesting experience for a future story. But yeah, I feel emasculated and stupid. Help me feel better about this experience, please. Smiley emoticon with the backslash. No, sorry, // :/. Yeah. So let's make him feel better about the experience. You're gay now.
But here's the thing.
You're gay now and you're not even gay.
Here's what I like about it is I know now with 100% certainty that I'm fully straight.
I like how you have found this without me.
Oh, somebody else posted it on Twitter.
Okay.
I couldn't have got... I wouldn't have even done this had I not been drinking and doing blow all night. I didn't realize that drinking and doing blow made you gay. Want to do gay things.
Yeah.
If you're 100% straight.
Totally.
Well, I guess I've been doing it wrong my entire life.
Is you've been drinking and doing blow wrong?
Yeah.
I only make straight mistakes when I do that.
I also like the please help me feel better about this experience, please.
What do you want me to do, pal? Unsuck that dick for you?
Like, oh, don't worry, man. Everybody sucks a dick every now and then. It's not the end of the world. You'll get over it. Did you swallow?
You have AIDS now.
If you swallowed, then you should just kill yourself.
Well, bold, but I can't disagree.
Yeah, but like if you're sucking it, if you're like, because he obviously came to that realization while sucking the dick.
Yes.
So if you finished him,
it becomes a question of how polite he is, basically.
Kind of, yeah. Like, did you finish him off?
Yeah.
Where did he finish? Because that's very important. Like inside your mouth, that's bad. On your face, also bad.
On your tits?
If it was just like, on the ground away from you, that's a little okay.
How about on your bare chest? I assume, was he shirtless?
Oh, was he naked?
I mean, there was potential reciprocation going on.
Yeah.
But, I got a lot of follow-up questions.
What, you guys can't do a standing 69?
I was going to say, why wait to reciprocate when you can do it at the same time?
Yeah.
Everybody wins.
Get him in tombstone position, and then when you come, your knees buckle, and you give him a fucking tombstone. I don't understand what's so hard about that.
That is how it works.
Yeah. Make sure you post, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't dead weight
Don't make the guy, don't make the lifter do all the work.
Yeah.
Give him a hand. Wrap your arms around his midsection.
And make sure you sit out with it.
Yeah. I wonder where he came.
No, I mean, me too. Like, somebody should ask him that.
Yeah, we should find that.
We should track him down.
We should find that post that I could almost bet with 100%
has been
deleted.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like the user's gone, the post is gone.
Yeah, everything about it has disappeared off the face of the planet. Now that guy can never run for president.
Yeah, he's changed his name, probably changed his gender.
Maybe his gender.
He changed.
He's Indian now.
He changed his gender. He is now living as Abdul Nassar, an Indian man working in Kuwait. How did an Indian get to Kuwait?
I think because
that's a trip.
They get hired as labor, right? Filipinos and Indians in the Middle East.
Is that a thing? I don't know. What am I?
Yeah, I think it's true.
What am I, part of the labor relations board?
You are.
Oh, well, then this feels like something I should know.
Huh. How come we're not going to Furrydelphia?
When is it?
I don't know.
Well, give me a date. Let's make plans.
January.
Well, we got lots of time.
Last year.
And not next year? Well, now you got me interested.
Furrydelphia is August 25th to 28th.
2022?
2022.
Well, let's book.
Their logo is stupid and I hate it. I think it's furry and like space related.
Oh, yeah. What
it says, "Welcome to Furrydelphia 2022 Galactic Fleet."
Yeah, it looks like the Space Force logo.
Ugh.
Yeah. I feel like there's never been a good theme. Also, you don't have to have a theme. You really don't. An option is to not have a theme. It's already a pretty niche thing. You don't need to like make it fancier.
You really don't?
Register. All right, we're in.
Guys, we're going to Furrydelphia.
Oh, you like the like registration levels are fucking
I
like,
saw
space ranks.
Yeah, I saw it.
Crewman, lieutenant, commander, captain.
It's fucking stupid.
So captain for $350 makes you an elite sponsor. Gives you $100 savings on what? I don't really know. Oh, you get 2 tickets to the guest of honor dinner, a tank top, a crystal rocks glass, a rolling duffel bag. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Who is the guest of honor? Have I heard of them? Where would I find out about it?
I saw it.
Why don't you just tell me the name of the movie you want to see?
It was... I'll show you. I'll tell you. I saw his stupid name. Jonah Scott. He's the voice actor of Lugosi in the Netflix dub of Beastars. Will be honored and joining us as the guest of honor.
That's a solid get, actually. People are pretty nuts for Beastars.
And there's also Indy FurCon, or IFC.
That's Indianapolis.
Same weekend.
In Indiana, noted trash state.
Correct.
You know what? Let's go to the trash state one. What's Indy FurCon looking like? Ooh, Drew, an even worse theme. Furries on Broadway.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, who's your guest of honor?
It doesn't need to be a gimmick.
Doesn't. Who? Find me the guest of honor. We're going based on better guest of honor. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Philadelphia. Minor policy. We require minors to be attended by an adult, among other policies regarding minors.
Wait, but like an adult they're related to, or?
I think just an adult. I think if you just...
This is my kid
like
now.
If you bring a kid, as long as you stay with the kid, it's fine. Just don't let the kid go loose. No, nobody wants a loose kid. Guest of honor.
Uncle Cage?
Kage.
Uncle Cage? Uncle Kage is their guest of honor.
At Indy?
Yeah.
I got something else.
Oh.
Kage, I think he runs Anthrocon, or at least is involved in the running of it.
Oh, fake and gay.
I've got Key and Rhubarb.
Okay.
Put your paws together for Key Otter and Rhubarb, the dynamic duo of brothers on the piano/accordion and violin. Known for playing covers of video game music, they've performed at FurCons across the Midwest and can't wait to be back at Indy FurCon. Okay, we're going to Philadelphia. Yeah. Indy FurCon sucks.
Well, it is in a shit state, so...
Now, don't get me wrong. Pennsylvania has its issues.
Sure.
But we can get a cheesesteak.
That is true. That's true. I've never had a proper cheesesteak.
I have. But it was a long time ago. And I don't remember it. All right, so we've got our plans for August 26th to 28th now.
Yeah.
That's good.
In the books.
Mark it down. And now, I guess we'll talk about Rollerball roughly 1 hour and then some into the podcast. I think I'd promised you earlier that we'd only go 45 minutes.
You said this would be the shortest podcast.
The shortest podcast we ever did. Because I'm like, we haven't talked in 3 weeks. I'm sure we won't have much to say. I'm sure we won't ramble about bullshit for an hour and then probably ramble about the movie for an hour. So I'd say we're just about done. We're already 20 minutes over schedule, and I apologize for that. But I think we can get it done real quick. James Caan played a game. They took his bitch, got the bitch back for a bit, didn't like her, threatened some other bitch, and then won the trophy. And that's the podcast. We'll see y'all next week.
Hey, I'm fine with that. Does anybody care that we watch Rollerball? I don't know.
I mean, they voted for it, and look, Rollerball was fun, but it was the least of the three movies I wanted to see. Initially based on where we were going to go, because I wanted them to do, because the options were what? Rollerball, Other People's Money, Cincinnati Kid.
Yeah. And
I wanted them to do Other People's Money so we could do Gregory Peck and go real old.
Yeah.
Or the Cincinnati Kid so we could do Edward G. Robinson and go really old.
Yeah.
But I just picked dumb old Rollerball. But then we realized we could go down the Michael Mann route from here, which is a pretty good way to go.
Not too bad.
Should we... Okay, so we know what we're doing. We already know what we're doing next week. We're doing Thief next week. Have you watched... You've never watched it?
Never watched it.
I've also never watched it. Should we watch it together or should we pre-watch it?
No, let's watch it together.
I would like to watch it together. Because apparently it rocks.
Yeah. And since I bought the Blu-ray Criterion for my birthday.
Criterion. Fancy girl. Yeah, so that'll be fun. I'll buy a Blu-ray player. JK, I have one.
You have a 3D Blu-ray player.
I do.
Do you have a 3D TV?
Good to say, haven't...
Can we watch Thief in 3D?
Haven't used that feature too much. But it's there if I need it. Which is very comforting at night. I'm like, I could play a 3D Blu-ray if I wanted to.
Yep.
I think I've watched in total in my life one 3D Blu-ray.
I've watched 0.
If you can name the one I watched, you can have all the money in my pocket, which, as we know, is $12,500. The Walk. Interesting.
It's the only 3D Blu-ray I can picture in my head.
Drew, the answer is, and always has
Avatar.
been, Gods of Egypt.
That's a good one.
An absolute treat.
That's a good one.
It's the only way to see that movie.
It really is. So
yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Rollerball,
1975, earliest movie we've done.
Norman Jewison. Yeah, it is the earliest movie we've seen.
Yeah, good for us. That's it.
Okay.
I can't think about this movie without thinking about an episode of News Radio that James Caan was on as himself.
Oh.
And
Jimmy.
Sorry, friend of the show, Jimmy Caan was on as himself. I believe he does say to someone, "Call me Jimmy," on News Radio. Where Andy Dick goes up to him and says, "I loved you in Thunderball."
Andy Dick, not problematic at all.
No, the last two Drunken Peasants I've done definitely haven't been about him sexually assaulting sleeping boys.
Well, who else is he supposed to sexually assault?
That's true. And also, if you invite Andy Dick and 2020s Andy Dick, who actually is, I think, is homeless. He's literally just like been couch and RV surfing for like 4 years.
That's pretty sick.
Pretty cool. He was on network television for 5 years.
Yes, he was.
Save your money, kids. If you invite Andy Dick, current Andy Dick, into your RV and then sleep not even share a bed, sleep anywhere fucking near him.
Yeah.
Is he guilty of anything?
No.
Or is he just guilty of being Andy Dick and you should have known better? I'm not a real victim blamer, victim shamer, except I am. And really, in this case,
yes.
It is a real look at what you were wearing. And what you were wearing is anything near Andy Dick.
Yeah. That's, you can't plant the seeds and then be surprised when it grows.
You can't expect an eagle not to fly.
It's like, especially if that eagle's got grabby hands and a dirty
grabby.
dick.
It's also weird that he has fathered a child.
Yeah. Imagine growing up as Andy Dick's child. Even if he's not in your life, just knowing.
Thankfully he isn't, but,
yeah.
But that kid's fucked.
That kid is super fucked.
Anyway, you slice it, that kid is half Andy Dick, so bad to start with. And then the upbringing's gotta be, at best, interesting.
Yeah. I think instead of watching Rollerball, we should have watched Roller Jam.
Ooh.
Yeah, because that
1999
to 2001.
TNN.
Yeah. That was my jam.
Flagship show.
That shit was my jam.
Was it
loved it.
Was it before ECW or after ECW?
After ECW.
When was Rockin' Bowl?
The hell's Rockin' Bowl?
It was cool bowling.
I couldn't tell you.
Well, I'm going to look that up and you tell me about Roller Jam. Tell me about Roller Jam.
Brian Gamble?
Brian Gumble.
Bryant Gumble. Well, Roller Jam was just the like live action real version of Roller Ball.
Yeah.
But it was like completely worked.
Yeah, it was fake, right?
It was fake, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was so essentially it was like
other roller derby is real, right? I don't really understand what the fucking deal is with roller derby.
First of all,
it was like the #1 sport in America in the 1950s.
First of all, Scott, you and I aren't bull dykes, so we're never going to understand it.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah.
So yeah,
you're not wrong.
Roller Jam was like a fake
pro wrestling.
It was the pro wrestling version of roller derby.
Yeah.
With like characters and they
they definitely had characters, right?
Yeah, and they had like I mean everybody was doing it under their real names, but it was like very much choreographed and like stunt oriented, and then they would like play out storylines throughout the course of either the game or like a few games or the season.
It was the Battle Dome of roller derby.
Yes. I think this actually led into Battle Dome. No, it didn't. But I remember the big bad guy, Mark D'Amato, played for the New York team, and he was like the big, mean, like greasy bad guy, bald head, big mustache. And then he got traded to the LA team, and he became like a super like babyface cool guy who like denounced all of his bad activities. And like they would do like worked injuries and stuff, and yeah, it was ridiculous.
This interview was performed with Mark D'Amato in early 2002. He stayed in character to the end.
Nice.
Mark has since passed away.
Yeah, he died in 2002 of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Oh, wow. So this was... Okay, so this is in the last 2 months of his life.
Oh, there you go.
Where were you born and how old are you now? Do you have any siblings? I was born in New Haven, Connecticut, and I'm 46 years old. Yes, I have a brother who is 43. Name? Oh, I don't want to give it. Are you married? No. What are your hobbies? Oh... It says breathing with a sigh. I'm not sure. It's 9 a.m. and I'm just waking up. Would you like to do the interview at another time? No, let's continue. and it goes on. But I feel like I can make fun of this less now because he was about to die of cancer. So, what are you going to do? R.I.P. Mark D'Amato.
At least it was non-Hodgkin's and not Hodgkin's.
True, that's the bad one, maybe?
I don't know. They're both bad.
I think Hodgkin's is less bad because non seems like, oh, it's not Hodgkin's, so it's but I think that's actually worse.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Hodgkin's is curable.
Maybe. Anyway, Mark D'Amato looks cool. He's got like the cool sun tattoo on his bicep.
Yeah.
And
he was like the hardcore bad guy. Everybody hated him. And the New York team like wore all black, like black and gold, or black and silver and white, like the Raiders. And then he got traded to the Los Angeles Quakes.
Sure.
And they're like yellow and red and white, and he was like Mr. Cool Babyface, and
love it.
Everybody was like, he's a hero. He's an American hero.
I see him here skating with the American flag. That's my guy.
Yeah, that's him.
And yeah, so he was. I mean, yeah, because Roller Jam was like 99 2000, so he was not.
It was from 99 to 2001.
Yeah, so he was not young when he was doing it. He was like 43.
No, but he's probably just like a stunt man or something, wasn't he?
I imagine.
Or maybe just like an actor.
Yeah. R.I.P. Mark D'Amato of hashtag Roller Jam. I guess he was I guess he did earlier roller derby.
Okay.
He's a roller derby man.
Cool.
Maybe he's just a real. Maybe he's taken bull dykishness to its natural conclusion, and he's a muscular bald guy with a goatee.
Yeah.
The furthest you can go.
The furthest on that spectrum.
Yeah.
I bet you, I would imagine that all of Roller Jam is on YouTube, probably.
I bet there's a bunch, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
check it out.
Everything on TNN in that era rocked.
Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous.
There's definitely some clips. Do we have any full episodes? Give me some. It seems like a lot of like 5 to 10 minute clips. But you might have to work for some full eps.
I bet you it exists somewhere.
I'm sure it does. Yeah. Rockin' Bowl existed from January to July 2000.
Okay.
On TNN. Rockin' Bowl was a short-lived bowling game show for college students, and only college students. You can't play and you can't watch if you're not actively matriculating at a United States college or university. This one does have full episodes on YouTube. 3.
So what's the difference from it and regular bowling?
Well, the Rockin' Bowl frames included the following: recliner bowling. The players in control would sit in a recliner chair with their teammates pushing them to the foul line, then throw the ball down the alley. Shuffle bowl. The players in control would take a shuffle puck, then push the ball with it down the alley. Your pins are showing / strobe light ball. The lights in the park would go out and a big strobe light flashed, making the player have difficulty concentrating. It goes on. I'm not going to keep reading.
I've never seen this.
I've never seen it.
Oh, okay.
But I do remember Cyrus on ECW making fun of Rockin' Bowl.
Okay.
When he was network guy.
Yeah.
Like tongue in cheek, like promoting Rockin' Bowl.
Oh, like us with the Extreme Timeline.
Yeah, if you listen to Extreme Timeline for 6 more years, you'll hit that, because they're right in the 1993 early episodes now, and yeah, once you make it to late 99, early 2000, good to go.
I meant tongue-in-cheek promoting it.
Oh,
I
went a nicer way.
Yeah, I didn't.
So Rollerball. I kind of like the balls of the first legitimately 15 minutes of the movie just being a game.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is...
Yeah, you're actually getting this...
We're playing Rollerball.
Well, from what I read is that all of the cast and crew got like hardcore into it.
Everyone loved it.
And they would play it like in between takes, in between shots. Like they actually got into playing Rollerball.
I wish it had taken off for real.
I'm kind of surprised it never did.
Yeah. It's really cool.
Like, I guess...
Although it is...
very violent.
With the motorcycles, it's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, yeah. But, like, it is pretty violent, and, like, there's a lot of margin for error, which, by the way, how did 15 stuntmen not die while making this movie, especially the first 15 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, like a few minutes in, I'm like, oh, we're taking some legit pretty good spills.
I think there was one, I can't remember what part of the movie it is, but like somebody falls in front of one of the motorcycles.
Yeah.
And it like hits and then flips over them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it didn't look like a stunt. It looked like they actually hit that person with the front tire.
Yeah, and like two motorcycles like bashed into each other.
Yeah.
Like both guys bail. I'm like, you can see the guys fall. I'm like, that probably hurt.
Yeah.
The ground didn't look that soft.
The ground was literally like
A track.
like real. It was like
Yeah.
a real indoor track.
Yeah.
It's crazy that like nobody died.
Yeah.
Or like became a quadriplegic or something. Like
Yeah, it's the roar of sports movies.
It is the roar of sports movies.
I like the 360 ref in the middle of the track in like a rotating translucent cylinder.
Yeah.
Very cool. We need that inside. Do that in regular roller derby. I don't know how any of this didn't catch on. These are all fun ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why nobody decided that like, look, this could be marketable and profitable if we just like do it correctly. And like it was the 70s and like people were all, I guess, maybe not, because I remember, so like Norman Jewison was a huge hockey fan, but he didn't like the fact that the NHL had become like goony, because it was during the Broad Street Bullies where they were, like beating everybody up to win championships. And I think that it was trending towards like people, like regular fans didn't like the violence.
Right.
So maybe that's why Rollerball wouldn't work, because people did. It was all about peace, love, and no AIDS yet.
And Jewison didn't emphasis first syllable.
Yep.
Didn't want people to like Rollerball.
Right.
Like he wanted people to be put off by the violence of it. And like, we don't want things to trend this way. Like, that was his intention.
Yeah.
Whether or not it was successful, I don't know. Because I thought some of it was pretty badass.
Some of it was pretty badass, yeah.
And the first game, I wonder if Houston and Madrid have ever played each other at something in the history of the world.
Probably not.
Has there ever been a Houston versus Madrid something?
I doubt it. I very highly doubt it.
I bet there hasn't.
Probably not. Because you usually would be like USA versus Spain.
Sure.
Or New York versus Spain.
Houston.
Or New York versus Madrid.
Houston versus Madrid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is like dystopian future where there are no countries.
Yes.
All of the countries have gone bankrupt.
My grandfather remembers when there were 3 countries, when there were 3 nations.
Yeah.
They said at some point.
Yes.
But now we're down to no countries.
Well, yeah, no countries,
we're
and
borderless.
Everything's just owned by corporations.
Yeah.
The CEO of the bank.
The president of
the bank
owns everything. They did sing. I liked how they set the tone very early, where they sang the corporate anthem before the game.
Of course,
pretty good. I see what you did there, Jewison.
Corporate tis of thee. I love you, corporate entity.
FDIC. My corporation has a first name. It's OSCAR. It would be kind of cool if Oscar Mayer owned America.
Yep. Well, I mean, from what I understand, America runs on Dunkin'.
I have heard that.
So maybe Dunkin Donuts owns America.
I've certainly talked about Dunkin's nonsense coffee before, right?
Dunkachinos?
Sure, but like the way you can order things.
Yeah, probably.
You know what? Even if I have, it's probably been a while, so it's worth repeating, because I was truly shocked and appalled by it. So they're Starbucksy in that they have tons of like goofy flavored things that are like barely coffee anymore.
Right.
Like like a cookies and cream latte.
Right.
Right. Which I think is what I ordered. And you know how when you order just like a black coffee, they they might ask if you want cream or sugar.
Yeah.
Reasonable request of things to put in black coffee. When you order a cookies and cream latte, which is already full of milk, sugar, and in this case, cookies, they ask you if you want any cream or sugar in your cookies and cream latte.
So you said yes.
Of course I said yes.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
They want you to get the diabetes.
That's so disgusting.
USA #1.
It's like, it's really sweet already.
Mm-hmm.
It's really sweet.
Right.
To the idea of putting sugar in that is repulsive. So yeah, that's my hot Dunkin' take.
Hot Dunkin'.
And also, every time I'm because they don't really have them in the Northwest.
No.
So anytime I'm anywhere else in the States and I see a Dunkin' Donuts, my dumb snack brain goes, oh, a thing I can't get normally. I should go get it. And then I'm like, no, it's not even good.
It's not good.
It's just different. Different isn't always good.
It's just bad Tim Hortons.
Yeah, don't go to Dunkin'. Even though America does run on it.
It does run on it.
I have heard that.
Yes.
I can't dispute that.
I only have one memory of Dunkin's. I don't think I've ever actually been in one. My only
Did we not go to one?
You and Daniel did.
Oh, did
because
you
needed to get Wi-Fi.
We needed Wi-Fi,
and Kelly and I stayed in the car because it was the scariest part of Baltimore.
Yeah, we went to the Dunkin' Donuts from The Wire.
Yeah,
we went to the Amsterdam Dunkin' Donuts, where they legalized all drugs.
It's the only one I've ever been to, and I didn't go in.
Should have gone in.
Why? We didn't need 3 of us to do Wi-Fi, and then also Kelly would be scared by himself out there.
Certainly, Kelly would be scared by himself. I mean, you both could have come in and got a couple of cookies and cream lattes with cream and sugar.
Possibly. Can I get a double inside my cookies and cream latte?
I get a cookies and cream latte, and then just a black coffee with 3 creams, 3 sugars, and then pour that into the cookies and cream latte.
There used to be some guys that would come through when I worked at Tim Hortons in high school that would get extra large 4x4s or 5x5s.
Ooh, that's bold.
Yeah. There was like earlier in the morning they would come through and get that.
That's a way to start your day.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a lot of milk, fat, and sugar.
Yeah.
To kick off the day.
I don't know if that's just because you need the sugar boost or because you don't like coffee. And you have to smother it.
Yeah, you want the caffeine, I guess.
Yeah.
But you're smothering the coffee with cream and sugar. 5x5.
5x5s.
It's a lot.
Yeah. There would also be some guys who would just take a black coffee and then they would just want a stack of sugars, huge. Yeah, it was weird. Anyways, dystopian future, no countries. It's run by the corporations.
Yeah.
Our friend of the podcast, Jimmy Kahn, is the star. He's the big guy, the hero of Rollerball. But he's the corporate entities think he's getting bigger than the game.
Yeah,
he's got too much power and control over, people love him too much.
Yeah, and I kind of had an issue. It sort of explains itself as it goes on, and that's actually sort of what it ends up. I didn't know it at the time. It ends up being a kind of big part of the movie is why do they want him out?
Yeah.
But when they first said it, I'm like, I hate premises like this that are at face value totally faulty. So you're the best player in the sport, massively popular, but corporate wants you to retire. I'm like, why? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But it is sort of explained, but I feel like that premise has come up, in other things before, and it's usually dumb.
It is usually dumb.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
Here's the guy that's literally making the thing you own as popular and as profitable as it is.
We want a new fresh guy.
But let's get him out.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's stupid.
This movie did invent the internet, though.
It did invent the internet.
So credit where it's due. I'm like, wait, books summarized in computer banks?
Yep.
So like the internet?
The internet.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, like going to a library where they don't actually have books.
Yeah, a computer library.
Yep, computer library.
They kind of nailed it.
They really did, actually.
Yeah, I was honestly impressed. I'm like, 1975. I don't even know if Al Gore had thought of it yet.
Probably not.
I think Al Gore watched Rollerball.
That's where he got it from. He stole Rollerball.
He stole Rollerball. Okay. He took the two most important parts of Rollerball and synthesized them. He took the computer banks full of book information and the tube that the referee was in.
Yes.
And created the internet, which is a series of tubes with synthesized book information on them.
Correct.
He did it.
He did it, guys.
And he couldn't win the presidency.
Well,
he
kind of did.
He tried his best.
See, but if he did win, we wouldn't have got W, and I would be very sad if we didn't have my favorite president.
We wouldn't have got W. We wouldn't have got 9/11.
Yep.
We wouldn't have got a bunch of like Middle Eastern war crimes. We probably wouldn't have gotten Obama, who was just a protest president to W. We wouldn't have got all of W's paintings.
Yep.
And as a result,
We wouldn't have got Duck in the flip flop.
he's got good reflexes. I'll give him that.
Yep.
We wouldn't have got Duck in the flip flop, and then we wouldn't have gotten Trump because he was a response to Obama. Because look, we'll give you one black president, but then we're going to go crazy.
Then we're gonna run as far the opposite way as we can.
We are going buck after Obama. So enjoy these 8 years.
Zumhoff?
Zumhoff. Guys, if
No. Yeah. Okay.
No?
Yeah. No.
guys, if you're not familiar with decorated professional wrestler Buck Zumhoff, look him up. I think you're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it. The one wrestler they're scared to do a Dark Side of the Ring on.
Yep. They shouldn't be.
Because it's too dark.
Yeah, but I think it would do good ratings if people saw it.
It would do great ratings. It'd be the number one.
Bring it in. Let's do it.
Season 4.
I'll do it. I'll produce it.
You'll do it?
Yeah, I'll produce that episode.
Okay. Is he...
He's in jail.
Yeah. What's his sentence?
Quadruple life.
It's probably a good number. More than 25 years.
Okay, and that was in
2014.
Okay, so he's getting there.
He's how old?
70s.
He's born in 51. He's 71 years old. He's gonna be old when he gets out. So more than 25 years from so 2039 or later. So he'll be 88. Good. He can do it.
He can do it. I believe in him.
If
anyone's gonna outlive us,
we're rooting for you, Buck Zumhoff. You know what? Like, not that many people are gonna.
It's a very small percentage joke.
But that's one of the worst things that's ever been said on this podcast.
You know what? It is true.
That's honestly one of the worst things that you could clip from this.
Especially because it's not even like a rumor or like a opinionated thing.
No,
it's like it's the truth. It's the truth.
Oh, Pay Pig Eric was at the alt-right wrestling show.
Yes, he was.
Good for him.
Where they didn't have enough seats for everybody who paid for seats.
Oh.
And then they had to come out and tell them, those seats are for people who paid, so if you're sitting in one that you didn't pay for, get up. We're bad at running a wrestling show.
Fun. Guys, go support Control Your Narrative, the cool new wrestling promotion.
Or don't.
Or don't, because it's full of bad people.
I want to see what his daughter looks like.
Eric?
Yeah.
Oh, Buck. Oh, you want to see if it was worth it?
He by the way looks amazing. I love the way he looks.
Yeah, he looks great. He looks like someone who would be in jail for 25 years.
She is.
Would you say not worth the 25 years? No.
Unless she was a really hot 13-year-old.
Oh boy, oh boy. Well, there you go. So we've decided she wasn't worth it, so we are rescinding our support of Buck Zumhoff, and we hope you die in jail.
Scott, it's too good to look at him.
There's some fun pics.
Eugene Otto Zumhoff.
Nice.
It's a good name. Oh, he looks insane. I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah, he does. He looks truly unhinged. He looks like someone, like if someone was gonna do it, he looks like he'd do it.
If someone was going to do it, he would be the one to do it.
Look, if you had to go to jail.
Sorry. Hot 15-year-old, that's when it started.
Okay. I mean, that's over the age of consent in Canada until 2008.
Yeah.
Just
should have moved north, Buck.
Should have moved north. Although, daughter, does that play a factor?
Not if you're in Quebec.
Not if you're in Quebec. That's right. We got you, Quebec.
That no matter how hard we try, we can't stay away from this topic. This is what the podcast should just be about.
The act in general or Buck Zumhoff specifically?
The act in general.
Okay. I'm okay with that. Hold on. I can get a 2.5 gallon of Gatorade powder for $231. I don't know how good a deal that is. Oh, I take it back. It comes with a free U-line cooler. Drew's ignoring me because I think he's found something interesting. You're doing big eyebrows at something.
I'm just reading details of what was said in the case.
No good can come.
No, I'm turning it off. Yeah. I'm out of here.
You did a too much internet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Podcast is over. Bye.
And that's the show.
We didn't even get to finish Rollerball because Drew disgusted himself reading about Buck Zumhoff.
Reading court transcripts of the Buck Zumhoff case. Do yourselves a favor and check it out on your own time, though. You will not be bored.
No.
I'll say that. That's my promise. So yeah, this movie is interestingly progressive, but also super racist.
Towards Asian people.
So I don't know.
Everyone's cool if white people and black people are banging. Who cares? But if you're Japanese, they're gonna pull their eyes apart and make acts. Although I will say that all of the Asian people in the movie don't have racist accents.
No,
they all speak like in normal English.
Oh, normal English. Interesting, yeah. Drew. Pretty Caucacentric.
All cock-centric.
What is the centric version of Caucasian? Caucasian-centric.
But if we're Caucasian, why can't we make fun of Asians?
I guess Eurocentric. Yeah.
Yeah. If we're Caucasian, why can't we make fun of Asians?
That's true. You can't spell Caucasian without Asian.
Or cock.
So we're just like, or with cock. So we're just like we're like Asians with more cock.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess that's the etymology.
That's how they named us, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Nope, lost my train of thought.
Oh, yeah. You really seemed like you had something.
No, I lost my train of thought. Rollerball, something.
So after their, I guess it was a quarterfinal match against Madrid. They were off to Tokyo for the semifinals, where they were warned that Team Tokyo uses karate.
Oh yes, and also his one teammate was like. Tokyo. Who would have expected their team to make it far? They're only this tall.
A bunch of little guys. He could not get over.
He couldn't grasp the concept that not all Japanese people are 5'3".
Like he mentioned it multiple times. Yeah. He also had a fun name, Moon Pie.
Moon Pie.
He was like the
Moon Pies. What a time to be alive.
Time to be alive. He was the I can't remember what the guy's name. The ogre from Bloodsport.
Yeah,
or ogre from Revenge of the Nerds. But he was that guy in this movie. The big like the big young stupid brute guy.
the doofus.
Yeah.
A broody doofus.
And then he got turned into a vegetable.
Yeah,
his brainstem was severed.
And didn't have any family to make decisions for him. So they're just like, I don't know, Jimmy Kahn can make the decision. He's his captain.
Yeah, what was the line of succession where they couldn't find Moon Pie's
Wife,
family?
Kids.
Jimmy Kahn.
Parents. Jimmy Kahn. Well, or just in general, like what, like wife, kids, parents, captain of the team you play for, and then just a captain of anything, a ship, another team.
Hey, well, they can marry people.
They can marry people, and that gives them power.
Yep. Yeah, so he got wrecked in Tokyo.
Yeah, I like the idea of here's going to be a great joke for everyone listening. Evgeny Malkin breaks his neck. Sidney Crosby gets to choose if he lives or dies.
Hey,
that's playing God right there.
That's an accurate analogy. Mm-hmm. Are they both still playing? They must be. Yeah, good for them. Is Sidney Crosby's head still made of pudding?
Yep.
Yeah.
Pudding brain. Like me sometimes.
Like you,
depending on how tired I am. I don't get sundowning. I just sort of get like I'm only using 80% because of how many concussions I've had. But that 80% has to last the whole day.
Yeah.
So if I use up too much before we record, then it's starting to run down.
Yeah.
Right. This time we watched, we ate, we rested, we watched wrestling.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I've recovered.
Yeah.
Now my brain's not mush.
You're good. You're all synapses that are going to be firing are firing.
Yeah.
Which is not all of them, but it's the best it's going to be.
It's the best it can be.
Yeah. It's sundownsing where you turn fully retarded after the sun sets.
Yeah. I don't get depressed and sad and want to kill myself. I just can't form sentences.
And really want candy.
And really want candy or apples or cock.
Of course.
We're here. We're queer.
Apples. When Patton was funny before he killed his wife.
Yep.
Look, you're gonna have a couple less than stellar Netflix specials after you kill your wife. I'll give him a couple to get back in the groove. Yeah, but it is pretty progressive overall. It like the movie's like meant as a warning, basically. Mm-hmm. Like, don't let the corporations take over, and don't let sports get too violent.
Good thing we learned from this lesson and didn't let the corporations take over.
No, we're really crushing it. This podcast brought to you by Nestle. Nestle, we're not doing crimes.
So the corporations want him to retire. He wants to keep playing.
Yeah.
But
because he's the best player in the world.
Yeah, he's the best goddamn rollerballer that's ever lived.
Yeah.
And they like just try to get everybody else in his life to tell him to retire.
Yeah.
Like the woman, his first. So like, I love the fact.
The series of bitches.
Well, I like the fact that the movie just kind of treats women like
respectfully,
like an object.
Yes.
Like, okay, you're a major professional athlete playing rollerball. Mm-hmm. We are going to force this woman to marry you.
Yeah.
She has to fuck you, mm-hmm. and she also has to clean the house.
Yeah. So, yeah, what's so awful about this dystopian future?
Yeah, I don't know. I get to play a violent video game.
Yeah.
Where you can literally live anywhere in the world because there's no countries.
Yep.
And somebody makes a woman fuck you.
I can finally go to Thailand without people judging me because there is no Thailand anymore. It's just that sort of peninsula thing over there.
Yeah, it's that area over there where all the fun stuff happens.
Yeah. Everybody wins. So I don't know if I thought it was going to go this way or if I just kind of hoped it would or would like to see something that does. I thought it would go in a little different direction than it did. I thought it was going to be like a guy who is far and away at the top of his field and what that entails, and sort of like a lonely at the top type story,
right?
Which I get. Is that One Punch Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I just need to watch One Punch Man.
Yeah.
Because it's an interesting concept. Like you're too good, basically.
Yeah.
At stuff so now it's boring.
Well, he's always constantly looking for a challenge.
Yeah.
And then when he gets his hopes up, it's not.
Because he's a One Punch Man.
Because he's a One Punch Man.
And he punches them and
they explode.
And they explode. Yeah. So I thought
spoiler alert.
I thought Jimmy Kahn was going to be the One Punch Man of Rollerball.
Yeah, gotcha.
But that wasn't really the story. He was he was just the best player, and that was about it as far as that part of it went. I liked when he cut the bitch's face. I was not expecting that. Like we've seen him literally kill people. Also, people die so easily in Rollerball. Like if you give them like a good shot to the shoulder, their soul leaves their body. Yeah. So I like that. But it was one of the seemingly endless
just
series of bitches.
Just one of the sluts
telling him not to go. I guess it was kind of a last straw situation because in a vacuum, it did seem like a bit of an overreaction.
Yeah, it escalated quickly.
Where he like grabs her, throws her against a chair or couch or whatever, and with his studded rollerball glove, like cuts her fucking face. I'm like, wow. Jimmy wants to keep playing. Lady, I don't think he wants to retire.
Stop telling him that he can't play anymore.
I think he's going to Tokyo.
He's going to Tokyo.
And also before Moon Pie's tragic end, they were basically at a spa in Tokyo, and I love having a heart-to-heart with your buddy while he's just getting jerked off by a sex-trafficked Asian woman. Yep. That was cool. I mean, look, he wasn't getting jerked off like she was working his back, but we know what went on before or after.
Well, what about the woman under the table?
Because
he's through the hole.
That's true. Just milking.
Getting that prostate worked.
So I guess at some point his first wife, who's
the only one he's actually cared about.
Yeah, he actually liked her, who at some point left him for an executive.
Yeah. Which is interesting that they make this person marry you, but then they're like, oh yeah, but they can also leave you whenever they want. They can leave you for somebody else. It's cool.
Yeah. They relocated her.
Yeah.
And then they finally let him see her again. I guess this was after Tokyo, before the finals.
Yeah.
As a last ditch thing to... Okay, should we get to the reason why they wanted this? So, my understanding is that the reason they're trying to get him out of the game is, he's become too big for it, but, the corporations who run it, their concern is that they don't want to glorify the effort of the individual.
Right.
That was kind of the...
Yeah.
Because
they don't want you to stand out too much, because if you become an individual, then other people will want...
Then there'll be more individuals. Yeah. And who needs that?
Who needs that?
Sure, I'll give you that logic, but then don't make a sport. Well, because they created the sport. And somehow this sport, ended war.
Yeah.
There were world wars, and then
Z?
Possibly
they get
Z.
all the way to Z?
I think we might have gotten all the way to Z.
Wow.
Back around to AA.
AA. World War AA.
Yeah. But there were world wars, and then, I don't know, somehow that led to there only being a few nations, that the corporations then took over, and then there were corporate wars that led to just one big thing ruled by corporations, and somewhere in there they created Rollerball, and that kept everyone pretty happy.
Yeah.
That's basically the premise.
Sports stops wars.
But so they've created this sport, and yes, it's a team sport, but individuals can shine in team sports. So I don't know why they're so mad that someone is really good at their sport.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
It's a little...
It's literally what flawed. You want from it.
Yeah.
Like you want
sports to create stars because stars make you money.
Yeah.
Because people want to go see stars, which they do in this. People in Tokyo are chanting for Jonathan E.
Jonathan E.
Yeah, so they give him his old wife back, and she's trying to convince him not to play. Also, they keep changing the rules of every successive game to like fuck with him more.
Yeah, they got to make it more violent.
Yeah, so they like the semifinal, they did no penalties, so you can just
Do whatever the fuck you want.
murder people with your motorcycle. And limited substitutions. And then the final, they just said, fuck it. No penalties, no substitutions, and also no time limit.
No time limit.
So you play till everyone on one team is dead. Yeah. Cool.
That's how you get rid of them.
Sure. I don't disagree. Yeah, so they send him his old wife begging him not to play in the finals. Also, would it have been that big a deal to let him finish out the season and then work out a severance thing after that? He maybe would have done that.
Maybe. Or just kill him after the season in a mysterious accident.
No, because they said at the board, meeting, nothing unnatural.
Nothing unnatural.
People get pissed off.
Right. That's right.
Yeah, they covered that.
That's right.
Yeah, but I mean, it's imperative that he doesn't play the last 2 games of the season. Really?
Yep.
And yeah, long story short, he tells his old wife to fuck off and makes the correct choice of choosing sports over women.
Yes.
Yes. Always.
Bros before hoes.
Yeah. Plays in the final. Everyone dies. Comes down to 2-on-1 against him.
Yeah.
He, again, kills the first of the 2 guys really, really quickly.
Super easy.
Yeah. And then the second guy's on a motorcycle and also kills him pretty quickly. Just like tackles him off the motorcycle and...
Oh!
Yeah. Yeah, everyone dies like in an old Western.
Yeah.
And then...
Gunfire goes off, they do a 360 spin and land on the ground.
And then, there's really no denouement to the movie. It ends right after that. And this movie would have benefited from HD photography existing because it ends on a still of Jimmy, which they didn't like... Because there was motion into a still, but the still did not match the last frame of motion.
Yes.
It was from a few frames earlier.
Yeah.
And then it kept zooming in on the still, but the still was like 12 pixels.
Yeah.
So it was just mush by the end of it. And then a film by Norman Jewison.
Yep. Mush.
Absolute mush. But definitely fun. I enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it?
I mean, I've seen it a few times.
Did you enjoy it more this time than the other?
No,
because most the first time.
I feel like I enjoyed it more the first time because I didn't pay as much attention to it this time because I'd already seen it.
Because you'd already seen it. Fair enough. Is Jewison still with us? He is, right?
Yes.
He is, and he's fucking old.
Yeah, but he hasn't done anything in like 100 years.
No, he's been quiet for most of this millennium. But
Millennium?
This millennium. It is and remains Will 2K. He turns 96 this year.
Wow, good for him. What was the last movie he did?
The Statement, 2003.
Sure.
Starring Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Tilda Swinton.
Never heard of it.
Why aren't we watching?
I mean, we're done Norman Jewison, so that's why.
And Charlotte Rampling.
Babe.
And
what a babe.
That's it. But still, 3 people I know and 3 people I like.
3 people I know.
3 close personal friends of mine. So yeah, Jewison time is over. Michael Mann time begins now.
Right now.
We're doing Thief, 1981.
Yeah.
And then from there, we're putting it in your stupid hands.
Are we?
Against our better judgment.
That feels like a bad idea.
Of course it feels like a bad idea. It never works. That's why sometimes we just have to do what we wanted to anyway after we do the poll.
That is correct. And other people have told us just to do that anyways.
Yeah.
So are we doing... one of the options was going to be the Insider?
Well, I think our options were Manhunter, Heat, the Insider.
Or do you want to do the Keep?
I don't want to do the Keep.
Okay.
I don't know the Keep.
It's weird sci-fi, Nazis, ancient fortress.
I do like Scott Glenn.
Well,
but we're not.
But we've both already seen Heat.
We can skip Heat, I guess, then.
Because we can do Thief, Insider, and the Keep gives us some people. Jurgen Prochnow.
Pardon me?
You're Gabriel Burns, Ian McKellen. I'm sorry. Sir Ian McKellen.
Thank you. Drew, full name, please. Sergey
Ian McKellen.
The Keep. I am not
I think
familiar with
the Insider.
Manhunter for sure.
Manhunter.
What's Jurgen Prochnow up to?
Dead, I think.
No.
Oh.
Born in Berlin during World War II.
Of course.
He's uncredited in A Hidden Life. You like
I do.
You like Terrence Malick.
What is he in that I really like? I mean, he's
Hitman Agent 47.
No, he's in Beer Fest.
He's in the he's in season 8 of 24. I can only assume is the bad guy.
Probably. Well, he's in Judge Dredd, which rules. He's in the Mouth of Madness, which rules.
That does rule.
He's in Air Force One, which rules.
Damn, a lot of these actually rule.
He's in Twin Peaks.
He is.
He's in
what is this?
Atom Agoyans Remember.
I do kind of like that. What is Twin Peaks: The Missing Pieces 2014?
A thing. Maybe a documentary.
Twin Peaks and at the same time.
It's deleted and extended scenes from the 1992 film Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me.
Whatever.
He's in the documentary Lost Souls, The Doomed Journey of Richard Stanley's The Island of Dr. Moreau.
Does that mean he's in The Island of Dr. Moreau?
No.
Oh. So what's he doing?
I don't know. He's a talking head. You need talking heads.
I mean, sure, but what does Jurgen have to say?
Maybe he's friends with Richard Stanley or the other guy.
Marlon Brando?
He's also in The Replacement Killers. He's in Primeval, one of my favorite giant croc movies.
Ooh, that's your big giant croc
starring movie? Dominic Purcell.
Of Prison Break?
Of Prison Break.
The straight brother.
But not Wentworth Miller.
No, the gay brother.
The gay brother.
Yeah. Was he gay? No, he wasn't gay on the show. He got pussy on the show.
Good for him.
From Dr. Sarah Tancredi. Why do I fucking remember the character?
Because you love that show.
I mean, I did watch all of it.
Name more character names. Not actor names, character names.
Dominic Purcell was Lincoln.
Yeah.
Don't remember last name. Don't remember Wentworth Miller's name. The star of Prison Break. Jim Prison Break? Jim Prison?
Jim Prison?
I think Wentworth Miller played Jim Prison in Prison Break. That's my memory of it anyway. I could watch Lost Souls, the ill-fated journey of the Island of Dr. Moreau every day.
Me too.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's so good. I love it, and it's bittersweet because it's a super fun documentary, but it's all these things that could have been that we don't have.
Yep.
Like he was like
anatomically correct genitals.
Anatomically correct genitals. Richard Stanley was gonna make Fairuza Balk get the surgery.
Yeah, force her. Dominic Purcell was Link Burrows.
Michael? He's Michael.
Michael Schofield.
That's right, different last names.
Fernando Sucre.
Obviously, Teabag. Robert Knepper.
Yep. Then you got Sarah Tancredi.
Sucre.
Who, is
the Spanish for Sugar?
Yeah, I do. Was the wife in the first couple seasons of Walking Dead. Brad Bellick.
Yeah.
Was
he a guard or...
Couldn't tell you. I've never seen it.
Okay.
Benjamin Miles. Gretchen Morgan. L.J. Burrows. Veronica Donovan. Warden Henry Pope, played by Stacy Keach.
Yep. Keach was the warden. I bet
Alexander Mahone.
How many wardens has Stacy Keach played?
Oh, like 30.
Yeah.
I've never seen an episode of this. Michael Rappaport. Dawn Self.
That's right.
Peter Stormare.
Yep.
John Abruzzi.
Peter Stormare reprised his role as Slippery Pete from Seinfeld.
Oh, Frank Grillo's in it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm only going to watch the scenes with Frank Grillo.
Can I find a Frank
Supercut?
Grillo Prison Break supercut computer?
I bet you can.
If you can, you should watch it. More power to you.
I'm a big Frank Grillo fan. I love him.
You love his direct-to-video
Career?
opuses.
I do.
Plural of opus.
Magnum opuses?
Plural of opus.
I believe Frank Grillo. Oh, you fucked it up?
Of course it is. But I never thought about it. The plural of opus is opera.
Ah,
Makes you think.
makes you think.
Well, now that we've educated, do we... if we can bag this in the next 20 to 22 seconds, we're inside 2 hours.
Okay, podcast over, everybody. Thanks for following me on social media. It's Aaron Sapaz. That's not Scott Henson. Give us money and listen to Extreme Timeline.
Good enough for me.